Rajasthan, located in the northwestern part of India, receives scanty rainfall, as a result of which many districts in the state go dry, especially during summer. It also happens to be one of the hottest regions in India, with the mercury rising above 45 degrees Celsius, and is home to the Great Thar Desert. Nestled in a remote corner of this state is Farkia, a village near Nasirabad in Ajmer district. Its residents have seen little rains in the last 4 years, and this year they are facing drought. For them, there is no agricultural activity, as the land is parched and dry. Every morning they look at the sky in the hope of some rains, but have to face the blazing sun shining down mercilessly, making their lives miserable. There are many villages like Farkia around Nasirabad where residents have been facing acute water shortages for a long time. The villages had wells which have gone dry as groundwater levels have receded every successive year. Today, when water is poured into these wells, a large part of it gets absorbed by the earth, and so less water is available for the villagers. Water supply through pipelines is also not a reliable alternative. Women and children often have to leave their homes early in the morning in search of water, and have to walk almost 3 to 4 kilometers before they can fill their earthen pots and jerry cans. They sometimes fill water from hand pumps, but there again, the water supply is inadequate and unreliable. If at all available, the water contains high levels of fluoride, the consumption of which adversely affects the health of the people. The authorities, realizing the plight of the villagers, started supplying water by tankers. Each day the villagers would anxiously wait for its arrival. They would then collect water directly from it. This process resulted in a lot of spillage and wastage. As one woman put it, the system and the weather together made their life difficult because of inadequacy of drinking water.
Sometimes tanker comes here or there. See, those women are getting water from there. Sometimes we have to go far away. Should we always be filling water? We have other works too.
The 1,300-kilometer Jamnagar-Loni pipeline of UVIL India Limited is the longest LPG pipeline in the world. A part of it traverses through Nasirabad. UVIL employees at Nasirabad were moved when they learnt about the water crisis being faced by the villagers in the proximity of the pipeline. They decided to support the local villagers as a part of the corporate social responsibility program of the company. They held discussions with the state government authorities to understand their views. The opinion of Ajmer Citizens Council, an NGO associated with social support activities in this region, was also taken. UVIL then decided to complement the efforts of the state government in partnership with Ajmer Citizens Council by supplying large water tanks made of linear low-density polyethylene from UVIL's petrochemicals facility at Pata in Uttar Pradesh. They arranged for water tanks to be placed in villages in a phased manner. After the introduction of these tanks, today water is distributed systematically in 300 villages. As a result, water can now be consumed as and when needed. The tanks are located near the homes of villagers, and so they have less distance to travel to collect water. The placement of water tanks has solved the problems of drinking water to a large extent. The lives of the villagers have improved with the availability of drinking water.
Earlier, getting water was a big problem. I had to walk 3 kilometers to get water. Kids used to cry. Now there's a tank in front of my house, which is comfortable. I can look after my kids also.
The work done by UVIL has been appreciated by the Sarpanch, or the elected headman of the village. He says that after the placement of tanks, there is less wastage of water, less distance for the women to travel for water, and more time to look after the children. The village now has access to water with lower fluoride levels. This project was started in 2004-2005 and will continue for the next 3 years and cover 500 villages in this region. With support from GAIL, there is today a true celebration of water in the villages.